Hey everyone, I hope you've had a good day. I wanted to show you I'm frying some fried green tomatoes. Now, if I'm going to do them as an appetizer, I will soak them in a little bit of buttermilk so that they have a thicker crust, and you can even do them double as far as going back through your meal. I do mine in cornmeal. But anyway, when we're just eating them like this, we don't necessarily like that really thick crust on it. And if I'm doing it as appetizer, I'll either serve them with ranch or maybe some remoulade to dip in. But these are just to go with our meal. You're going to see the squash dressing that I made, and we have some of it left over, and it's so good. So I'm frying some green tomatoes to go with it, and I have leftover spam that I'm going to fry for our meat. So anyway, what I do though, and let me turn them. Let me see if they've browned enough. They're not. This is not getting quite as hot as it would on my stove to be able to really brown them, but I'm okay with that as long as they're tender, that the tomatoes are tender. But let me show you, this is what I do, and I just slice mine, of course just the end pieces off in there, and put them in some water to wet them. And then I have taken like a cup and a half a meal, and that's all depending on how many you're doing. And I probably put a teaspoon of salt and a half teaspoon of pepper. And then I did salt my my tomatoes. I'm gonna get it out in a minute before, as I put them in here too. And so this is what they look like going into the grease, okay? And then, I don't know about y'all, but do y'all like them that are just a little bit turning? You can't really see on this one, but that are just turning a little bit, starting to turn. I love them like that. To me, they just have a different flavor. I love them any which way. But anyway, this is how I do it, and I just cook them until they're really brown on both sides. Because if you slice them thin enough, then you don't have to worry about it taking. Well, there goes my apron. You don't have to worry about it taking so long to fry them, for them to be tender. And so these really are frying up nicely. And so let me show them to you. They're gonna be so good. And we could put them on a wire rack and let them drip that way, but I just always, I know sometimes you run the risk of losing your coating when you put them on a paper towel, but that's the best way for me that I like to do it. These need to brown a little bit more right here. I put them in a little bit later, but so I'm gonna let them, but you can see and this one right here is gonna be a really good one because it's got a lot of the red in it. But see how great those look? And they're gonna be so good. We're gonna enjoy these so much. So if you've got some green tomatoes, we were blessed with these again. Just like zucchini, I'm grating zucchini over there to make some zucchini bread. So I'm gonna have that for y'all too. But we're so thankful for everything, the abundance that people have shared with us. And that's just an easy way to fry green tomatoes. I know I've seen where some people would just chunk them up in chunks and just throw them in there, and that's a lot faster. And I guess if you're doing it for a lot of people, but me personally, I like them when they're fried up like this, especially if you're gonna serve them as an appetizer. Look how pretty that one looks. And I'll just show you, I'm gonna take these two up, and then I'm gonna show you how, when I take them out of the y'all excuse me, the meal, I'm gonna show you how they look before I start cooking them. Here's some left from I put in a while ago, okay? See, they're hitting that grease, sizzling. And it didn't take those on both sides, maybe 5 minutes. And like I said, this didn't get quite as hot as my oven over there, my stovetop over there would have. But, so see, I'm throwing the rest of my green ones in here. And I'm gonna sprinkle a little more salt on top. And then I'm just gonna toss them and give them a good coating in that cornmeal. And that's just regular, the self-rising cornmeal. I think that might be White Lily. And I'm just gonna put these in here, and I'm gonna finish cooking these. And then we're gonna have a really good supper with our squash dressing left over, and then these fried green tomatoes, and then some crisp spam. And then I'll have you a video tomorrow, the next day maybe, with the zucchini bread. I'm using the recipe of a good friend of mine, and She's an excellent cook. So I appreciate y'all. I hope that you'll keep faith in your heart, peace in your home, and good food on your table. I love you. God bless.